I've been absolutely blessed to be here with every single one of you. But right now, I want to bring Jerry Lopez. He's our CEO. He is the master that has put all this together, has allowed all of us to be together, has made sure that every situation possible that we all want to happen in our lives, with education, with our families' homes, with our health, with banking, everything that his idea of what to give, I have my privilege, and it's definitely my honor to introduce Jerry Lopez. Thank you so much. Jerry, will you come on, please?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you guys and welcome. Welcome to this call. Thank you so much, Mr. Sean Starr, as well as Chris, who took some time this afternoon to make some introductions. I would love to see our people in the chat. I know this is growing by the minute. I would like to see where you're calling from. And a quick hello from me to you, to all the people that have been writing in the chats. Sweden, Oregon, Colorado, thank you so much for all your support and all your love here and Up to Give. It's only, it's one of those things, right? Where the excitement level continues to go through the roof because of so many great things that are happening. But it's only when things start to really come together that the vision really starts to take a massive effect in all of our lives, and especially me, that I've been working on the project for 3 years now. It's going to be 4 years this end of year, and to see that there's so many people committed, even through the hard times of the beta testing phases. We've had so many people working around the clock, guys. I mean, around the clock. I'm going to go ahead and open up some points that I had here for you guys today while we talk. But you know, we've had so many people just paying a price for success, right? Paying a price for wanting to be part of this launch of this company. And you know, we just want to congratulate everyone that has stuck with us, you know, through this rocky road, as we've become better at creating a message that's sound and a message that's going to be long-term fulfilling for a lot of us, like Sean Starr was saying, and like Chris was saying as well. As you guys know, I am a very, not an emotional person, but I'm a very inspiring person when it comes down to wanting to give information, right? However, in this day on forward, I want to be a bit more technical, but at the same time, I have some things and some news for you guys that when you guys see what we have for you moving forward into our second month, you guys are going to be blown away. If you guys have been paying a price until now, in the next 90 to 120 days, where you're going to find yourself is going to be mind-blowing. But, you know, the information is key. So I will encourage you to get a pen and paper. And also, I want to reiterate that this upcoming Saturday, on the Brandon Ivy Zoom that he does every Saturday, we are actually going to be reviewing all of this information. And he's also going to walk you step by step through all the things that we're talking about today. So I'm going to just browse really quick through all these great things that are going on, starting with the fact that, you know, we, as of right now, we have proudly, guys, we have proudly attracted 26,000 people to the Up to Give community, to the Up to Give movement. Guys, that is phenomenal. That is something to really be proud of. And trust me, it has not been easy. At the same time, it has not been hard, but what it has been a journey. And the reason why I say it hasn't been easy, but it hasn't been hard, is because when you are having fun, that means you're doing something right. I always say that if you're doing something and you're not enjoying it, then you're doing something wrong. So at the same time, with all the challenges that we've had, we're having so much fun in trying to get better and better at what we're doing that it's actually great to be able to say, well, guess what, guys? We're 26,000 strong since the pre-launch, and that is amazing, amazing. And none of this could have happened if it wasn't for you guys. You know, the 300, 400, 500, 1,000 people that usually connect and log on when things are happening. And now, you know, with that being said, one of the things that I want to focus on today is some of the updates that we have to today. But I wanted to first congratulate you guys and tell you guys that when you have 26,000 members, you know, that's something to be proud of, and you guys should be proud of that because you guys are instrumental to that. So if you're going to notice, I'm going to be back and forth on the screen because I'm looking at my other screen here, and I'm going to go over some important updates for you guys to get excited about. So let's jump right to it. The U2G Academy. Very, very important, guys. It is yours to use. There's right now close to 4,000 users in our ecosystem that are taking advantage of the Up to Give Academy. If you would only know how important it is to get educated with soft skills training, you guys should be jumping on that and taking advantage of all those courses. The certified courses, the soft skill courses, all of these things will only better you as an individual, and it's there. You are already contributing $32 a month toward the ecosystem of Up to Give to be able to give you the tools that you guys have. Take advantage of it. It's important for you guys to take advantage of that. And then another big, big, big update that's going to blow people's mind. And again, Brandon Ivy is going to be teaching on this heavily on Saturday. So you guys want to get everyone there on Saturday, but I am going to go ahead and give you guys the phenomenal news. Ground Zero. A lot of people are talking about Ground Zero. Keep in mind that the giving box is yours. That's your tool. Up to Give is the system that provides you the tool. You will grow your community as big as you want to grow it because the giving box belongs to the people. It does not belong to us, the company. We don't make any money out of the giving box. The giving box is for you guys to contribute to each other and for you guys to support each other's causes as the company grows and as we continue to grow throughout the world in 50 plus countries that we are today. So, but we have some great news. So get ready for this, guys. Are you ready for these news? We are going to launch an update to the giving box on the 15th. Remember, we reset every 15th of the month. Wherever you left off the month prior, we reset and everything starts all over. So most likely within the first 5 to 7 days, you should be back where you left off the previous month. We do that to help everyone continue to grow. We have to reset it for compliance reasons. If we don't reset it, what happens is we become uncompliant because it just bottoms up. And that's how people get caught in the mix of all these negative companies that are not here for a long-term game plan like we are. We're here for a long-term game plan. So in the reset, Ground Zero will be turning into a single line and it will no longer be a matrix. What does this mean? That you will see thousands of people regardless of where they are. Basically, when you go down and look at the giving box, come February 15th, you're gonna see thousands of people in your community because now the giving box will be linear and it will be for everyone in Ground Zero to help each other. It doesn't matter what team you're from, doesn't matter where you came from, everyone is going to help each other in Ground Zero. Ground Zero is its own world. Yes, God is good. Wow, that's right, LaShonda. And what we're doing with Ground Zero is we're creating what we really want to create, a community of giving back. So by grabbing Ground Zero and taking it out of the matrix and making it a community Ground Zero, now everyone is going to benefit from Ground Zero regardless of where they came from. That's going to be powerful. Every member also in Ground Zero will now be helping with 8 members' causes. You guys are going to learn about that as well. Every member in Ground Zero will get to see the community actually also help them. This is going to be a massive transit also of the overhaul system that we're implementing to be able to try to do this as fast as possible, to create a movement in the transit wallet, because we're also going to be implementing a system because our development team cannot control blockchain, guys. We cannot control blockchain. You know, I don't know who can, right? You know, Satoshi Nakamoto, like who, right? But, you know, we can't control the transition of how fast or how slow blockchain is. I'll tell you one thing, it's just like I was talking to our chief compliance officer today. If we would have known that Bitcoin was going to be at $10,000+ today, we would have probably had a different game plan, right? Because as it grows up, the difficulty goes up. Not only does that go up, but the transit takes longer. So here is our development team working around the clock, trying to get all of this transition working faster for the benefit of each and every one of you. And we figured that out. And that's part of the announcements that are going to be set to you guys on Saturday, because we're going to implement a system that's going to help the transactions go a lot more faster, because again, that's what the beta testing phases was for. Also, this is what our first month is for, because we want to be able to get to level 5 and 6, where we start to do other things that we have on our 4 pillars of the Up to Give community, which is philanthropy, banking, education, and social revolution, right? But if we want to get to the social revolution part, we need people to get to level 5 and level 6, level 4, 5, and 6 in completion, so we can start doing bigger and better things. And all of that comes with the hard work of what people are doing. Now, with the massive transit wallet system overhaul that we're doing, you know, in effort to combat all the massive increase in traffic, we are overhauling that system. And within the next 2 weeks, you guys are going to see how much faster the system will be flowing, because what's going to happen is that we're creating something extremely powerful on the back end, so we can be able to push things out faster for everyone in the community. And then another thing that we're also going to be focusing on, yes, that's a very big one. That's a phenomenal one. That's right, Candace, that's great news. So, you know, one of the most important things about everything that we're trying to explain to you guys is that the only way that we can really grow this is by seeing what needs to be changed, or what needs to be adjusted, or what needs to be taken to the next level of us as owners to help people grow it, right? And by helping people grow is helping you guys grow the community through the Giving Box. So all of these implementation, even though it's going to, you know, on the financial side, is gonna cost a lot of money for us to be able to implement these things, I am more than glad to do it, because if we don't invest in the community as a company, how do we expect to grow, right? So we're putting all our chips, and we're betting all our chips on you guys' love for people through the Up to Give community. So all of this comes in correlation to how much you guys help us win, how much you guys help us get there, how many people you guys keep growing the company with, so like that we can grow with you guys. And with that, I have a lot of other things that I'm also going to be talking to you guys about. And one of them is a new partnership. We got a new partnership, guys. This partnership that I'm going to talk to you about, I'm not going to talk to you about it yet. I'm going to leave it for last. But I'm going to tell you one other big update that's coming, that you guys will see it, come the new month. And that's our corporate headquarters will be posted on our main website. We have multiple licenses that you guys are going to see on our website. This is huge, guys. You're also going to have a terms and condition KYC and MNL privacies and policies and procedure links that will be coming, and it will be posted at the bottom of the site as well. You know, but when you guys start seeing all these little things that are coming, you know, because let me tell you, what I'm about to express to you and the person that I'm going to bring on with you guys right now, you guys are going to understand why I'm so excited. Because we went from being someone that was pointed at all over, people pointed at us saying, this is a flyby thing. These people are a gifting program. These people are X, Y, and Z. And I'm looking at all these things and I'm like, you know, I don't understand where people get information. Like if you take some time to read, if you get some time to even listen to our videos, you will understand that this is not a fly-by deal. This is something that has been worked on for many years, and it's now being rolled out with the 7 co-founding members of this company and 26,000 people that have said I do to the model. And that's the reason why we have attracted, to me, to be honest with you, is by far one of the most, you know, he is, not only is he a phenomenal human being, he to me is a friend. He's a friend of a mutual friend as well. And I'm gonna bring him on board here because I really want him to share this partnership. And I'm gonna give him some minutes to share a little bit about his vision and where we're headed. But if you can raise your hand, if you're already on, I unmuted you. Can you hear me, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine. I am gonna go ahead. I am gonna see if I can find you in the middle of all of this that's going on. I try to get you. Okay, Garcia, I don't know, my Lord.
Yeah, I'll make it simple.
Make it simple.
Look for the guy with the NASDAQ billboard showing him.
Okay, I'm looking for that right now. There's 20 pages, NASDAQ.
How do I raise my hand?
I'm trying to make you a co-host so you can go ahead and I got hey, Chris, can you pass the co-host to Oscar, please? I would really appreciate it. This is a very special moment for all of us because when you guys get to see what's happening here with this amazing man and amazing entrepreneur, you guys are going to realize what this partnership's about. So let me go ahead and give it one more shot here to look for Mr. Garcia.
Just raised my hand.
Okay, I see you raise your hand. Okay, you got to pass him the co-host, Chris. Okay.
Working on it, brother. Okay,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's only about 20 pages. So I am going to allow this here. 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful thing, of course. Okay, I'm on page 10, 20. Okay, there he is, Mr. Garcia. Hey,
How are you?
This individual right here, I don't know if you guys know who this is, but this is none and the only, the famous and fabulous Oscar Garcia, CEO and founder of Ooh La La. Right now, Ooh La La is by far the most philanthropical, most powerful banking movement in existence today. And it is for me a privilege and an honor to present him to you today as our banking partner and friend of Up to Give, Mr. Oscar Garcia of Ooh La La. Oscar, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today, man. You don't know how excited we are. As you can say, we're up at 400 plus right now. And this is huge, Oscar. This is huge. We thank you for your trust in our vision, in our community. We thank you for the partnership. You know, we've been working on this behind the scenes for months now. A lot of people don't know how long we've been working behind the scenes. But man, thank you so much for coming on board and And I'm going to pass it over to you, man. We'd love for you to speak a little bit about the vision and growth of Ooh La La. Speak to us about the countries that are going to be rolled out with us. That's going to be huge. And reaffirm the partnership and compliances part of what we're trying to accomplish, because we're trying to take this to 1 million+ members in the months to come. And we're going to do that together. So I'm going to pass it over to you. Thank you so much, Oscar, for connecting.
No, thank you. And what happened to the 20 people you said I was going to talk to? So just to say the least, obviously what I've been watching as people are chatting on the chat rooms, they're proud, they're eager to represent Up to Give. Ooh La La for me, and working with Jerry and a couple of other people in compliance, kind of met up, and we had the same vision. He said, how can we bank the unbanked? And that's exactly what Ooh La La has done for the past 3 years. We've been building our own technology to actually bank the unbanked. And here's the problem, right? You talked about naysayers, Jerry. You know, let's go back to that. They said that it's impossible to bank the unbanked because the cost, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they predict that it cost them $380 to service one client in the banking structure. We had to build our own technology where it costs us under $2 a year to bank an individual. So when it comes down to the naysayers, they usually say that they can't do it because they don't want to do it, because they don't want to change. I always say that technology is a force multiplier. And now we have something that can actually multiply our efforts and to remove poverty. And just to give you a little bit of backstory, if I can share my screen, Jerry, I'll show them a couple of things. I don't know how I can host disabled attendees. If you can give me the ability to share screen, I'll show them what we're doing. So for 3 years, we've built our own technology where we can service via Visa or MasterCards and a digital banking structure where we literally can give a bank account, a digital bank account, not just a card, not just a prepaid debit or anything like that. We're talking about a digital bank account with a minimal identification. One of the biggest struggles in the world is that 30% of the people are unbanked. And they're unbanked because they have to, it's forced displacement. Or in the case of my mom, there was no opportunities in Mexico and she migrated to the United States. And because she had the guts to do that, we were able to have a better life, right? I was literally doing a TED Talk about 2 months ago in London. And I was with all these bankers. And they literally said, you know, that this is impossible. You can't do what you say you're going to do. What I educated them on is that you're talking to the son of a migrant. You're talking to someone that used to pick strawberries right aside my mom. But because she was able to get some financial educations just here and there, what ended up happening is that my mom gave me the ability to go to school. And because I went to school, I became a diver with the United States Olympic team. I actually tried to go for the Olympics in 1992, didn't make it. But I met someone right after that incident that taught me business. And that was in the multi-level marketing industry. They taught me what I knew. They taught me how to speak. They taught me how to network. And I was able to become an entrepreneur. I ended up making millions of dollars being an executive of many companies. 6 years ago, we started a company that we did over $60 million, but there was always something that was missing. And let me show you what that something is, right? And thank you for allowing me to do this. So here's a couple of shots I want you to see. When they say that you can't do it, there'll be a day where you get to show them a picture of yourself doing a speech in front of all the bankers in the world or the major bankers in the world in Europe and educating them about financial education. When they say you can't do it, there'll be days where one day on the NASDAQ billboard, you'll be featured because you won their business model award. There'll be days where you'll be sitting along next to congressmen and senators, and this is John Chang, the treasurer of California. There'll be days where you're at the Vatican and you're educating the entire world on what we can do with financial inclusion. There'll be days where they said there's no way that the Vatican will accept you, where all of a sudden you're sponsoring events at the Vatican. There'll be days when they say that you can't do it, but the United Nations allows you in. There'll be days and naysayers all the time. But what we've done is we've taken those naysayers and we've taken those negative people and we've showed them that we can do it. And this is the Ooh La La platform, a complete financial inclusion platform that allows us to create digital bank accounts, which is a simple ID, running KYC around the world, using the United Nations KYC processes, and helping refugees, migrants, unbanked, and the banked have a better product. See, there's $7 trillion made in the banking structure. We believe it should be $1 trillion. That way, $6 trillion goes back to society. We believe in that. And when Jerry and I sat down and we started talking about this, I told him we can do some great things together because we can take the people who are bankable, and just by doing the same thing you're already doing, we're going to give you a credit scoring system that's backed by the blockchain, that's immutable, that is patented technology. And I'll show you our patents behind this. We've been doing this for 3 years, and we finally got our patents just a week ago. And because of that, we've united with Up to Give. So that way we can do something great together. And one of our first projects together is working directly with the United Nations, the JRS, the Laudato Si program at the Vatican, to help refugees get into the financial ecosystem so people can help them. This is the combination of multiple people coming together and saying it can be done. Universal basic income can happen. We can get people out of poverty. We can help people become bankable. We can help people get a new credit scoring system. I got carried away. I'm sorry. So
keep going,
I'm
brother.
so
keep
sorry.
Going. Keep going. This
see,
is big, Oscar. We're gonna change the world together, man. This is why I love you, bro.
See, what they don't know, Jerry, I was born in a doghouse. My mom gave birth to me in a doghouse. That is the life of a migrant. And if I had the opportunity to become a multimillionaire because of following people like Jerry, because of doing those things, what can you do? What can you do? We fight for the unbanked. We fight for refugees. We fight for migrants in front of bankers who don't believe in us, but they believe in us now. They'll hear our voices and we will change everything. With that, I'll give it back to Jerry because I get emotional because I'm the technology guy. We're going through, and what you guys don't know, we've gone through the compliance, one of the hardest compliance scenarios with the country of Bermuda. We've gone through compliance in the Philippines. We became a bank in Mexico, and we're going through DOJ, FBI background checks here in the United States to become a full-blown bank. So that way we can offer everything to the world. It should be one world, not a country against a country or a person against a person or whatnot. The meat, the justification of an individual should be his own merit, should be his own activities, should be his own drive. And that is what blockchain does for us. And we couldn't do it white labeling some bank's ecosystem or white labeling some person's wallet. We had to create it ourselves. And you know what? I'll show it to you guys. Let me show you one more thing, and then I'll stop.
You gotta keep showing them. This is what today was about. People need to see how big we are. That is huge, guys. This that he's showing you is exclusive.
The United States patent behind the system. And let me read it to you. It's a system and a method for data segmentation and distribution across multiple cloud storage points. Decentralized storage points, blockchain. We have one of the only patents in the world that will touch the blockchain industry, that will secure data. That is why the United Nations, the Vatican's Laudato Si program has awarded us, the Laudato Si program awarded us the first company ever to meet His Holiness Pope, Laudato Si encyclical paper of being a humane capitalist. A humane capitalist. We can make money being humans.
That's right.
And
right.
that is what Up to Give, and that is what Jerry has shown me, that he's willing to do that. So we're bringing the full force of everything Ooh La La has, uniting it with 26,000 pioneers so we can all change the world. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for this time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, Oscar. And I don't know if you guys understand what just happened. Like, I don't think that you guys understand what this just means for Up to Give, for the Giving Box, for the whole world. Like, you guys got to understand, guys, that we are aligned to leave a legacy. This goes beyond a business opportunity. This goes beyond the Giving Box. This goes beyond me. It goes beyond Oscar. It goes beyond Sean Starr, Andreas, Mike Boggs. You know, it goes beyond Dr. Alberto, Kathy, KT, Brandon. It goes beyond all of us. This goes beyond you. The fact that there's 1.7 billion people on planet Earth unbanked, and we just secured the most amazing partnership with a man that you saw not only how humble he is, but you saw where his heart is, which is truly serving and giving people an opportunity to grow. Guys, if you don't think that we are not the opportunity of the future to truly change the world one person at a time, then I don't know what else I can say. What more can I give to you for that $32 a month? What more do you guys want, for crying out loud? At the end of the day, there's so many things that are going to be happening that are like you guys only saw this much of that partnership. This much. You guys don't know how big that is. You guys don't know how big that is. And this, we all doing it for you, because we want you guys to win. We want you guys to go out there and take this 15, 20 minutes that we've spent with you and reignite the fire of belief that what we're trying to accomplish for you guys is an opportunity to change the world through philanthropy, one person at a time. Because like I always said, philanthropy has never been taken to the people on a one-on-one basis. It has always been taken on a fundraiser base, on a charitable base, on a government base, on a political base. But it has never been taken to the people, where a one-on-one person can go out there and help change someone's life. And we're doing that. And we have the licensing to do it. We have the partnerships to do it. All of that's going to be coming live, you know, throughout the new cycle of the month, so that you can feel comfortable saying, what were you saying about Up to Give? What were you saying about our company? That we were a flyby deal, that we were X, Y, and Z? Well, I don't know. You should check it out for yourself, because it's not the impression I get. Because, hey, numbers don't lie, people do. Documentation don't lie, because it beats conversation. Documentation beats conversation. And we're doing it because we want you guys to win. So what is my encouragement to all of you today? Because today was about getting you guys a glimpse of the next 90 to 120 days. There's still another big piece of the puzzle that's coming, because there's 4 pillars to our movement: philanthropy, education, banking, and social revolution. 4 pillars, guys. 4 pillars that's going to carry us through the next decade. And you guys have not seen anything yet. What is my encouragement to you? Right now, we are about to close the month. In the next 48 hours, we cycle into the new month, where ground zero will be, it will be its own world. So when you look in your back office, you're going to see thousands of people in your back office. It's going to be crazy. The training that's happening on Saturday is going to be critical for you to be there with Brandon Ivy. To me, he's one of the best teachers, not only in blockchain, but in education and in the Up to Give community. He is by far one of the best that I've heard thus far. No, taking no credit away from all the other people, but to me is one of my favorites. But other than that, right now, what would I be doing? I will take this fire and excitement and make sure that everyone re-engages, or whoever's in ground zero now, get them out of ground zero, help them get out of ground zero. And when we start the month, that the reset button is already in your back office. Get ready, get reset immediately, because what it's going to happen is going to happen too fast. The moment the end of February goes out into the next reset of March, if you're in level 2 right now, you should end up in level 3 or 4. If you're in level 3, you should end up in level 4 or 5. If you're in level 4, you should end up in level 4, 5, or 6 in completion. But right now, this is the time for you guys to rekindle your energy and understand that what we say we're going to do, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it big, because we really want to change people's lives. So at the end of the day, guys, this is history. Just like Sandy Watson just said on the chat, this is history. Yes, it is history. But it will only be up to Gibbs' history, but it can be your history if you take ownership of what we're trying to accomplish and go out there and start changing people's lives. Because, guys, 26,000 people in 6.5 to 7 weeks, guys, that's a blessing, spite of all the hurdles, and we still haven't gotten to a place where we want to be, and we're still growing 200 to 300 people a day. Guys, that's a phenomenal blessing, because people believe. They believe in the Oscars of the world. They believe in the Jerry Lopez's. They believe in the documentation and the things that we're bringing on board. Success Training Institute, for crying out loud, that's a phenomenal program. There should be 10,000 people right now taking soft skills because they're for free, and we're giving it to you. And right now, go out there and blow this up, guys. The world needs this. It's not a luxury. Banking the unbanked is a necessity. Helping people with an extra 100, 200, 300, 500,000 bucks a month in third world countries where the average income is $200 to $300 a month. Guys, we're changing people's lives. We're gonna employ people through philanthropy by giving back. And all of that happens when people like yourself take action. There's people in Africa in the entire community that I'm looking at Facebook, and they're filling rooms with people that are inspired by our movement. My question to you today is, how are you gonna close the end of the month? Are you gonna make sure that your people don't stay behind in your giving box? Let's go out there and change people's lives, because Oscar and I, Mike Bucks, and the team, and all of us, we're gonna continue to plow the way for you guys to win. We're gonna plow the way for you guys to have a legacy play, and we're gonna plow the way for us to be the biggest philanthropy movement that has ever existed. God bless you guys. Go out there, make something great about this announcement. And hey, it's only the beginning. Month 1 is about to close, and we're getting ready to open up month 2 with some new and great news for you guys on Saturday. God bless you guys, and take care. See you guys next month, because it's going to get heavy and it's going to get fun. Bye-bye, guys.
Everybody in the UK.
That's definitely tell. Oh, the whole body. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, that's what my little.
Oh,
Oh man,
Set
I
all
really
that
hate
shit up right
when we
now.
take off and
That's why I said we
dance
have
good
to
about
charge you
checking.
those 100 coins.
You had made mention.
Sorry, they're saying that the
ATM company.
like the
ATM
elliptical and
company.
stuff doesn't really do.
Time delaying the ATM stuff with Joel and trying to deter him from it. Talk
Well,
shit.
if you think about it, walking is a very natural.
It's been difficult to find monitors now.
From 30 now?
He unmuted the mic.
A little bit with him once.
I need to shut that off. In the background, turn it off.
To establish the relationships with the first, he's too busy to do it. After mass.
Nobody wants to.
I don't want anybody to know about that.
Not all of it.
And then,
With the, how many flatbed do you want?
Somebody talked his ass into carrot bars, then.
tournament's actually Sunday.
Yeah, right.
And how far they make it, depends on how much money.
Yeah, but there's a difference. Not in network marketing. No, you have to be in early.
It's just a Hail Mary thing.
Your shit. You can't put in like that dude who put in 2 million with
I just feel bad. I'm in that freaking, and I feel like a big old piece of shit because